All right, it's one after. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to chair yoga. We're gonna get centered to begin. So go ahead and slide to the back of your chair, make yourself comfortable, and we'll begin to turn off outside and turn on inside. So letting the eyes close or lower, feel yourself settle in and take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And as you're breathing here, I'll just ask you to be aware of your breath. And there are many ways to be aware of the breath. You can be aware of the sensation in the nostrils or the throat. There's the way the breath moves your body. You can track how big the breath is or how shallow the breath is. We'll just take a few more of these centering breaths, just allowing this awareness of the breath to really bring your mind to the present moment, you sitting here in this chair. You sitting here and mindfully turning inward. You sitting here choosing to be still, choosing to be present, choosing to be grounded. This inhale and this exhale. Letting any anxiety or franticness abate. And allowing any sense of calm, steadiness, and peace to really become paramount in your experience here. And it's from the steadiness that we will practice chair yoga today. And so when you're ready, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. And allow the eyes to open as you bring yourself on back. Go ahead. So go ahead and slide to the edge of your chair, please. Have your knees hip width apart and heels stacking underneath. Good. Nice, stable, supportive stance. Have your arms down by your side, and we'll just start with some arm lifts. So with your inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead, reaching up. And exhale, release the arms down. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, reaching the arms up and over, stretching through the sides of the body, and exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do a few more. Moving on your breath, allowing that inhale to help with that extension on the sides of the body, and allowing that exhale to help the arms release down with control. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Good. And this time, go ahead and reach up. Once you're there, interlace the fingers and press the palms away from your head, extending through the wrists. Reaching up, pressing through the palms. And you might start to notice an exaggerated bending in your lower back. Try to avoid that by pulling the navel toward your spine and pulling the tailbone under slightly. Reaching up, big extension here. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms on down. Good. We're going to come back into that extension. So inhale, sweep the arms overhead, interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you. Now think about grounding your left hip bone onto the chair. Keep that there. Extend through the palms and lean the chest to the right. And note I said lean the chest, not the body. The lower back stays relatively where it was at before. So feeling some length along the left rib cage. Again, grounding that left hip. Breathe. Good. And then come up, press up, ground your right hip bone this time, and lean the chest to the left. Yeah, to the left, to the left here. Feeling a lengthening on the right side, especially along the right rib cage. And breathing here. Good. Then come back up and release the arms on down. Good. Letting some blood flow just return to those extremities. Good. And then we'll do some spinal flexes. So with your inhale, roll the shoulders down the back and look up. And exhale, round the shoulders forward and look down. And just continue to move between these two postures. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding the back. Keeping the lower back steady and flat. And again, helping or using the breath to help you with this movement. The inhale inflates the chest. The exhale allows the shoulder blades to separate. Bringing mobility to this region of the spine that can get so tight. Let's go for just a little bit longer. Opening up the upper back, opening up the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Neutral spine, dropping the shoulders down. Feeling sensation. So there are many reasons why it's so good to do those spinal flexes. It's why we do them all the time, is that it helps to, of course, break up any stuck, soft tissue around the chest and upper back. But if you think about the rib cage and how it hinges on the spine, it hinges at the sternum, the breastbone. If that becomes stiff, it's harder to take efficient deep breaths. And so by doing that movement in and out, we're creating that pliability in that cartilage and that soft tissue as well around the sternum and around the spine as well. So it's easier to breathe. If you start to notice very shallow breathing rhythms, add that into your day, at least once or twice, okay? All right, so with that, we'll move into some twists. So arms by your sides. Inhale, lift the arms up, please. And then exhale, take the right arm forward, take the left arm back, roll the left shoulder back and twist. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. Exhale, take the left arm forward, right arm back, right shoulder back and twist. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind, and exhale, twist. And just keep going. Looking behind you as you twist. Feeling that rotation in the spine and knowing where in the spine it's harder to rotate or what feels more stiff. Maybe it's around the upper back, maybe somewhere else. Just like that spinal flexing movement we were doing before that creates that pliability in the soft tissue and cartilage around the sternum and spine, this twisting, this dynamic twisting from side to side also helps to increase that mobility. Not so much for deep breaths, but for actual just like general movement in your body. You can twist and turn a bit easier. Good. Now, as you take the right arm forward, the left arm back this time, go ahead and stay. As you stay in the pose, sit up a bit taller with the inhale. And exhale, roll the left shoulder back a bit more, looking further behind you, a bit more. Try to keep the right hip grounded. Good, good. Inhale, unwind, lift those arms up. And exhale, take the left arm forward, right arm back, twisting to the other side, rolling the shoulder back, looking behind you. And as you're there, sit up taller with an inhale. Exhale, roll further back. Ground the left hip bone. And breathe as you hold this twist. All right, inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, bring the arms down and fold forward over your thighs. The chin drops in toward the throat, so the head drops down, the back of the neck lengthens. And just take a few breaths into your back body, feeling the back rib cage expand and contract. Good. Then inhale, roll yourself on up to a seat. Good. All right, we're gonna do our favorite shoulder stretches next. So go ahead and lift the left arm into the air. Drop the hand behind your head. With the opposite hand, reach up and grab the forearm or maybe the elbow and pull the elbow more to the right. Sit up nice and tall as you do so. And that left hand behind you, the free one, bend the elbow deeper and bring that hand towards your spine. We're just gonna breathe into this shoulder here. And I'm going to give you a second option here. You can either stay right here if you'd like to. If you feel like you want more out of this, and this is only if you want to, you can ground your left hip and lean the chest gently to the right. Just a little bit more space on that left side. If that just feels like it's just too much, don't do it. Good. If you are leaning, sit back up, and then we'll all carefully release that left arm down, feeling sensation. Good. All right, let's see what that feels like on the other side today. Lift the right arm up, bend the elbow, hand behind the head. Reach up and grab again the forearm or the elbow and pull it more to the left. Bend the right elbow deeper, the one behind you, and bring that hand closer to your spine as you sit up nice and tall. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And again, if you want to, you can lean the chest gently to the left. And just because you did it on the first side does not mean you have to do it on the second side. There are asymmetries in the body, and one side actually just might be tighter, which means you don't want to take it as far. That's okay. But if you are leaning, again, keep the right hip grounding so you don't fall over. Almost there. Keep breathing. Good. Then inhale, sit up if you're not already, and then carefully release that right arm down. Feel whatever is going on in here. Feel whatever you're feeling there. Good. And never don't get anything out of that one. There's always something there to be had. So when you're ready, go ahead and take your left arm straight out to the side and then sweep the arm across the body. The arm is parallel to the floor. With the opposite hand, reach up above the elbow and just give a tug, pulling this arm in toward your chest. Breathe here. Good. And then release the arm down, and we'll do the other side. Right arm out to the side. Sweep it across. Again, arm is parallel to the floor. Reach up above the elbow and pull the arm into your chest. And breathe. Good. And then go ahead and release the arm down. And then take both arms out to the side. Sweep both arms forward and have your right over left, right hand over left hand. Continue across and hold on to the sides of your arms, your shoulders. And some of you might be able to inch the fingers further across into a tighter hug. Just go as far as you can for today. All right. You keep facing forward. I'll turn sideways. From here, you're going to lift the elbows as much as you can in front of you without throwing it into your lower back. So lower back stays where it's at. And it's the upper spine that's starting to back bend as you lift the elbows up. You're also feeling the shoulder blades separate, creating space in the upper back. So go ahead and take a few breaths into that space. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale, drop the elbows down, release the hug. Good. Then take the arms out to the sides again. Sweep both of them forward. Have left over right this time. Left over right. Continue across, holding onto the arms, shoulders, or inching even further. And again, stabilizing the lower back, which means drawing the tail under slightly and navel toward the spine. You can go ahead and lift the elbows, feeling the shoulder blades separate. And again, taking deep breaths into that space that you are creating. Just a couple more breaths. Keep the elbows lifting. Good. Then exhale, release the elbows down, release the hug, feel sensation in the shoulders. Good. And then go ahead and flex the spine, open up the heart. And with your exhale, fold down over the thighs again, hands on the thighs so they can hang to the floor. Good. And then inhale, sit all the way up. Great. So we're going to do some forearm stretches. We'll get there together. We've done these ones before. They're great for helping with arthritis, with carpal tunnel syndrome, or just any fatigue of the muscles around your wrists and hands. Okay. So go ahead and extend your right arm straight forward. And then externally rotate the hand and arm so the fingers start to point toward the floor. With your other hand, you're going to reach up and grab the base of the knuckles here, the base of the fingers, and just pull the hand towards you as you extend through the wrist, and the arm is about parallel to the floor here. And we're going to stay for about 5 or 6 deep breaths. Giving a little love to these forearms. Good. And then carefully release that arm down. Notice the difference between the two sides. Probably feels important to do the other. So when you're ready, extend the left arm forward, externally rotate the hand, fingers pointing more toward the floor. Reach up at the base of the fingers and pull the hand toward you, extending through the wrist. And again, arm is parallel-ish to the floor. One arm is always tighter than the other. That really is true. This one is always tighter, which is interesting because I'm actually right-handed with the left arm. It's where the tension lives in this one. Just a couple more breaths. And exhale, release down. Feel sensation. I figured out during those last 2 breaths why this one is tighter. It's because I'm learning guitar and it's a lot of figuring out the fingers, a lot of articulation with the fingers, and it strains this. That's what's going on here. In case you're worried, there is a part 2 to the stretch as well. So go ahead and take your right arm forward and then just drop the hand straight down, fingers pointing toward the floor. Then reach up to the base of the fingers or knuckles and pull the hand towards you as you extend through the wrist again. And breathe. This one tends to feel like more to a lot of people. So if this feels more intense than the first part of the exercise, that's normal. It's also normal if it's the opposite way around. I'm not going to try to normalize what tension feels like for you, but do notice if one does feel tighter than the other. Breathe regardless. Good. And then bring the hand down, adjust for a moment. And then we'll do the other side. Left hand forward. Just drop the hand straight down, hold up at the base of the fingers, and pull the hand towards you as you extend through the wrist. And breathe. This is a good one to do at least, a couple times a week, especially if what you do requires a lot of like computing, typing, or texting, because these muscles get so strained and they don't actually get a lot of relief from a lot of the other postures that we do. So it's good to bring some intention into this one. And if you want to be led through it, and I'm not around you, you can always go to my LinkedIn page and find where I posted these a couple months ago. They're in my featured posts. Little plug for myself there. Good. Go ahead and release down. I weave it in subliminally, right? So go ahead and just shake the hands for a moment. Good. All right, just a couple more exercises, then we'll meditate. Go ahead and slide back on your chair just about halfway. These are our chair leans, at least that's what I'm calling them. You're gonna take your left hand down and hold on to the side of your chair and just get a nice firm grip there. And then sitting tall, just lean away from the arm. So lean to your right and allow your right ear to come toward your right shoulder directionally. Just feel that stretch in the left shoulder, the left side of the neck, tractioning of the arm. If it feels like it's too intense, don't lean as far. Good, then come back up. And we'll do the other side, releasing the left hand, bring the right hand down next to you, get a grip on the chair, and then lean the body to the left gently. Left ear dropping in the direction of your left shoulder. Breathing here. Good, and then go ahead and sit up. Release the right hand. And then just for some symmetry, go ahead and fold over the thighs. And just take a few breaths here. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself back up to a seat. Wonderful. And so we'll spend the last few minutes we have together in meditation. Go ahead and slide to the back of your chair and allow your eyes to close and settle in. And as always, just start by noticing sensation in your body from this practice. Where do you feel? Where don't you feel? We'll spend this time practicing a breathing technique that helps to focus the mind and to calm the nervous system. So it's called the audible breath. And so please bring your awareness to the sensation of your breath at your throat. And then just gently constrict the glottis or the back of the throat slightly to make an ocean type sound or a soft snore at the back of the throat. Just a soft one, nothing too intense. And you will probably hear the sound on inhale. You'll definitely hear the sound on exhale. And just continue with this audible breath. And this audible breath is sometimes referred to as the breath of victory. And not victory over anything external, it's victory over the restless movements of your mind. So allow the mind to be attracted to this sound, letting go of any other thoughts that might be going through your mind, and just listen to the sound of the breath. And as you hear the sound of the breath, just feel your body and mind becoming calmer and calmer. It's almost hypnotic. And as you complete this next audible exhale, let go of the technique, knowing that if you need that practice, that it's there for you to return to anytime you need it. But for now, I'll ask you to take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring the palms together and rub them together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over the eyes, brushing back over the top of the head and down your neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you.